I had an emotional breakdown yesterday. Let's talk about it. Happy Monday and welcome back to my channel. Hello if you are new, I'm GrowWithJo. YouTube is where I am currently sharing my journey to a healthier lifestyle, as well as providing my reactions to the various obscenities that I have found on the internet.
Boy, it's scary out there.
Originally, I had a vlog planned for today. It was going to be a Sunday in the life of my locking in series. But as life would have it, I was not in the right mind space to film a vlog yesterday. Now, I had debated on whether or not I was going to talk about this or to just skip the Monday video altogether. But I do feel that it's important and maybe some other people can relate to what I do have to share. Really just to, not feel alone so that there are other people that are struggling with the same things that you're struggling with. Plus, last go around, I did say that I was going to share all of the struggles, but then when the struggles came, I went radio silent and stopped filming for like 3 years. There's just been so much going on, not just in the world, but like in my life and in my head. I work an emotionally taxing 9 to 5, and it has become increasingly taxing in the last like few weeks or month or so. And it is causing some spurts of negative thoughts that I had otherwise thought I was delivered from. So that's been that. Then you just add in the stress that I've been feeling lately for trying to get my health in order and to get like my weight under control and everything so I can be healthy and have a baby, and just for my overall longevity. There's just a lot of stress for trying to get all of that in a row, all my ducks in a row. And so I've just felt very pressured, not only to manage that, but to also bottle up like the emotions that I'm feeling and the anxieties that have been bubbling up to the surface for quite some time, just so that I could have a better work-life balance, or not balance, but like a better work-life performance and a better personal life performance, so it's just a lot. It's not easy. And so with this, I'm also feeling the anxiety about the online discourse recently surrounding Ari. And I mean, it's making going online honestly overwhelming. And I know there's been discourse about her for a while now, ever since like Wicked and everything, and maybe even really before then for, who knows how long if you look at her like old Tumblr days and stuff. But with like the recent releases of her music and music video, the discourse has become more psychotic. Like on one hand, you have the people that are sharing their stories where they dealt with what she's dealing with, or maybe something similar, seemingly, because of course we don't know. But they share that and how they overcame it. And I love that. I love hearing stories of success and overcoming difficulties, a full triumph story. We love that. We love to see success and happiness on this channel.
Repeat after me. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
But then on the other hand, you have people not only defending her, which I have found myself agreeing with some of that defense to an extent, but also there's been a lot of pro stuff going on, and it's really taken me back to my darkest times. If you've been around already, then you probably already know. It's such a fuck situation. But I do have a history of under consumption, all in the name of weight loss, mind you. And I mean, at its worst, I looked hot, healthy, and thriving, but I was also passing out, losing chunks of time, and walking around feeling drunk and cold all of the time. So seeing all of this content of people justifying it and justifying like the look, and not only that, but asking how to achieve it and even sharing their plans of implementing these changes to get to that point. And it's become very toxic. It's all just too much. And of course, obviously, the logical conclusion is to step away from the internet and maybe not seeking out material that's going to trigger you. But for those of us who have grown up chronically online, it is honestly pretty hard to step away. And so you may be asking, what exactly was it that broke, what exactly was the straw that broke the camel's back? What was it that ultimately brought on this breakdown? Well, I spilled a cup of coffee on the living room rug. Yes, you heard me right. I had a breakdown over spilled coffee. And I mean, obviously the coffee was not a huge deal. I got it cleaned up and ultimately I got a new coffee. But when your mind is running all of these thoughts, images, and insecurities on repeat, the littlest things are gonna set us off. And y'all, I felt like I was in a whole different world yesterday. I was so locked into my head and I was just like listening to music from like my angsty years to sort of keep my mood in that mindset, if that makes sense. And though I was going through it, I did still manage to watch my church's live stream yesterday, since of course I didn't leave to actually go. Maybe it would have helped me. I don't know.
And I know you know that I know.
But what really stuck to me was towards the end of the sermon, he was in, I think, 2 Corinthians, and Paul was talking about how he asked God to remove the thorn from him. And the thorn in my case is not only my desire for control in every aspect, but also the darker motives behind it. Motives that I tried to keep buried. But God says no, essentially because his grace is above all else sufficient. And also, in actuality, we do all have our own crosses to bear.
I got a thorn in my flesh and I just can't get rid of it. And it's frustrating and it's from Satan and I just want it gone, God. I just want it gone. And he's broken over and over and over before the Lord about this thing. And the Lord answers back and he doesn't say what we probably were hoping he would say. Okay, well, I'll just boop. But he does answer. And he answers back some really amazing words, doesn't he? My grace is sufficient for you. What he's saying is my grace is enough for you. It's actually more than enough for you. My unmerited, unearned love and favor is enough in this situation and every situation. It's enough, and it's going to be enough. It's going to be enough every time you come up against something. It's going to be there, and it's going to be enough.
All of this to say, I'm struggling. I keep finding myself thinking thoughts that I don't necessarily think should be said out loud. And like I mentioned, I have already, been struggling before the whole Ari of it all recently. Just with like the day-to-day and my own mental and job and, fill in the blank. I've already been struggling as it is. But with that being said, all of the Arya stuff has been taking a toll on me, and I'm sure others as well. But just everything together has caused a shitstorm. And maybe it's just the season of life I'm in. Maybe it's the fact I quit my crazy pills. Video on that coming at a later date. But regardless, I know I'm not alone because I do still have God. He has helped me to defeat the enemy before, so I know he will help me again. And I'm sure there's at least one person out there that can relate to this on some sort of level. So if any of this spoke with you, please leave your opinion or your story or anything in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. And not all of my videos are like this, don't fret. Subscribe if you would like to follow along on my journey to a healthier lifestyle and to check out my opinion pieces that I share on Thursdays. Really, they're just reactions to, whatever wildness that I find on the internet. Typically in my niche, but sometimes I dabble elsewhere. So if you have any requests for that, let me know below as well. With that being said, Thursday we will have another reaction coming, and then Monday we should be back to our regularly scheduled programming with our Locking In series. I plan to make a vlog tomorrow, but who knows what's gonna happen tomorrow, because every day is every day. So yeah. Anyway, I need to edit this and get this up because it's already 3:09 and I was hoping to get this out by 4, but I have been lazy and not wanting to talk to the camera because, I was debating on sharing this or not. Anyway, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.